What's up with my nation? Y'all know we back and we better. Y'all know I'm back with another lit banger. So let's jump into this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Day Flame and I need you to subscribe to my channel. I need you to hit that bell so you can be notified every time I drop these lit bangers on my channel. You don't want to miss it, you feel me? Because I be coming with that heat. To all you guys, Flame Nation, I need you guys to like this video and I need all you guys to drop me a comment below. You feel me? Chop it up with me today. This video is going to be for my straight women. You know what I'm saying? To my straight women, in case you thinking about crossing over to this side. Just if you have that thought like, you know what I'm saying? I wonder how it is on the gay side. I wonder how it is on the lesbian side. We is the little side, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. No, not trying to put my, you know what I'm saying, my guys down and nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be me if I didn't stand up for my lesbians and my studs, you know what I'm saying? We are the littest creature, you know what I'm saying? We the littest. So this is for my straight women. So this video is for you in case you want to cross over, man. Some things that you need to know about, you know what I'm saying, coming over to this side, trying to rock with us, you know what I'm saying, even though it's lit. So let's go ahead and jump into this video, nation. One thing I need my straight women to know before you even bi-curious or just even thinking about coming over here or whatever, I need you guys to know one thing you guys need to know, and I hear this a lot. Y'all need to know that studs are not better than guys. Everybody have their flaws, you know what I'm saying? Everybody have their pros and cons. I done heard in the past that a lot of straight women's like they done with guys, you feel me? Guys do too much, or they cheaters, or they disrespectful, or they violent, so on and so on and so on, right? But hey, you got some studs on this side too that's just as bad. You got some cheaters, you got some disrespectful studs, you got some studs that really get violent, you know what I'm saying? Not all, but some. I don't ever want, you know what I'm saying, my straight ladies to think that even though it looks good on this side, and which it is 90% of the time, but 10%, you still get that 10%, you get what I'm saying? That studs are not better than guys. And nobody is better than nobody. That's how I feel. Everybody had their pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a downfall. Everybody had their good and bad. At the end of the day, I never want my straight women to think that it's cooler on this side, so let me go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, jump on these studs, or let me go ahead and jump on these films because these dudes are whack. You might come to this side and might get a whack stud or might get a whack film. Not all. Just like you might meet another guy and you might find a guy that's 20 times better than your ex. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. No human is really better than the other one, honestly. Now, my straight women, we know that you didn't came from that getting it in, you know what I'm saying, with the real deal. But as you come over to this side, you need to know all studs don't like using straps. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to kind of like turn it up a notch. Meaning them straps going to have to be put to the side because we know, and that's kind of what y'all on. And y'all going to have to scissor or finger or whatever y'all want to do. But coming from a guy, dealing with guys and coming over here, you have to know that some studs, not all, you got some studs out here that don't mind using strap 24/7. Me, like me, I'm not a strap person all the time, you feel me? I love the scissors. So you need to know, man, jumping on this bandwagon, we're gonna have to teach you some new stuff, you feel me? We're gonna have to open them legs up, you get what I'm saying, and try some new stuff and get it lit, give you something to vibe with. So straps is not, it might be satisfying to y'all, but it's not always satisfying to us studs. So don't get me wrong, some of us studs love using it 24/7 and some of us don't, but we got other little tricks up our sleeve that we wouldn't mind showing you, so keep that in mind. One thing about our studs, man, when you do come to this side, and this ain't trying to put my guys down, because I know it's some guys out there that's very like considering and loving and very hands-on, you get what I'm saying? But coming to this side, right? Coming to this side. Us women are very in tune with you guys. You get what I'm saying? Because we are both women. So when it comes to you being emotional, when it comes to you just having a tantrum or just being a brat, or you want somebody to take your feelings in consideration, we are like main ones that will really take your feelings in consideration. Not saying that guys don't, but you know how, for example, you know how you come in the house, you got an attitude or whatever, and a dude would be like, babe, what's up? And you be like, nothing, and boom, you just got an attitude, right? And you be like, all right, whatever, man, I'm not about to deal with this today. That's what guys do, because guys ain't really into all that going back and forth or trying to figure out. They say at one time, and you give them the cold shoulder, it's like, all right, well, go deal with that on your own, right? Us studs or lesbians, femmes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? On the other hand, we could be like, babe, come here. Come here, like, come here. We're going to put you in close. We're going to sit you down, like, really, really try to get to the bottom of it and see what's going on. So, us studs, lesbians, you know what I'm saying, we very in tune with women, for one, because we both are women. And when it comes to your feelings, or when it comes to you, you know what I'm saying, feeling some type of way, we are very considerate of your feelings, and we very in tune, and we really want to get to the bottom of what's going on with you. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's lit, huh? That's lit. Come on and cross over to the side, man. And it's a rumor going around that some of you straight women might want to come over to the side, but kind of like, just because of the rumors y'all heard that studs don't like straight women. But when you straight and you come over to the side and you become bisexual, or you can come to being a straight lesbian, you can find out like, oh, guys ain't my thing. Some studs don't like straight women. Some studs don't even like bisexual women. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. On the other hand, you got some studs like me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my ex-girlfriends were straight. When I say I was almost the first for every girl that I ever dealt with, I was like the first. I was like everybody first. You get what I'm saying? So straight women or bisexual women, it really don't bother me. You get what I'm saying? Like, some studs out here don't even be tripping off that. So I don't ever want you to be a bisexual woman or a straight woman and be like, dang, I do want to, you know what I'm saying, try that, or I do want to become gay or whatever. But studs, you know what I'm saying, the rumor is studs feel some type of way about bisexual or straight women, and that's not the case. You might run into some studs though that just be like, oh, you straight? Oh, no, I'm good. Are you bisexual? Oh, no, I'm good. And that's cool, because they have their own reasons why they don't want to deal with a straight or bisexual women. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's a lot. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, me on the other hand and other studs, we don't even trip off that. So if that's a problem, baby girl, in your mind to where it's making you hesitant of crossing over to the side, put on your big girl panties or your big girl thongs, you get what I'm saying, and cross on over. If you run into one stud that ain't feeling it, on to the next. You get what I'm saying? And I guarantee you're gonna find that stud that's not tripping about nothing. I know a lot of you straight women call your dudes daddy. That's cool for some studs. Some studs don't be tripping off that. Me, on the other hand, and some other studs, we don't like to be called daddy. I can't even tell you why. I just don't like the daddy name. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm not a guy, for one. For two, I'm not your dad. I'm not your daddy. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's not a turn on for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a girl called me daddy, it would just kind of be like, I don't like that. Like, don't call me that. You gotta find another name for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody call their dude or they stud daddy. Like, I don't know, it's just not my thing. And some studs don't like that. So if you are straight and you trying to cross on over here again, man, just gotta watch what you say with certain things, because some studs don't like to be called daddy. But then you might run into some studs that don't mind being called daddy. If you are straight, you feel me, and you plan on crossing to the side, don't ever think that studs or a femme or whatever will look at you different just because you just came from talking to a guy. You know what I'm saying? I know some straight women or bisexual women would feel some type of way, because, you know what I'm saying, I experienced that in my past too. We don't really, I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if other studs, when you come from like talking to a guy and then you start talking to a stud and then they just kind of ask you like, you know what I'm saying, like who you were just dealing with, and you say a guy. Maybe some studs raise their eyebrow, but you got some real ones that don't even trip off stuff like that. Like me, I don't trip. If you just talk to a guy, so what? Everybody talk to whoever they want to talk to. It don't raise a red flag to me. It don't make me raise my eyebrow. It don't make me look at the sex, you know what I'm saying, a little different, like, you know what I'm saying, like, But like, we don't really look at it like, it's not a problem for me. Some studs don't even trip off that. So don't never let you come from talking to a guy and now you want to talk to a stud or whatever, and you think like us studs feel some type of way about it. We don't, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and do your thing, baby girl. To you straight women, you don't have to lie coming into a relationship or coming into the talking stage with talking to a stud and lie and say that you're a lesbian. I experienced this before, and the girl was actually straight. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it's a thing to where, again, you guys feel some type of way that you guys are straight or whatever. So when you come over here, it's like, oh yeah, I'm a lesbian, or I've been a lesbian for this long, and come to find out you was never a lesbian. You feel me? You were straight. But I guess it makes you feel better because you don't want to get rejected from us. But you don't have to come into no relationship lying about nothing. You feel me? Be yourself. Say however you feel, whatever you got going on. If you're straight, hey, I'm straight, and that's just what it is. I was straight, I was just talking to a guy, now I'm talking to you. What's up? You know what I'm saying? That's it. And it's like they gonna love you for you, or they can just, you know what I'm saying, kick rocks and you can keep it pushing. But at the end of the day, you don't have to lie and say that you're a lesbian if you're really straight. You get what I'm saying? Just do your thing, and I guarantee you're gonna run into the right person that's gonna love you for you. Facts. Straight women. A stud's not handyman. Don't come over here though and be thinking you about to get the same thing you were just getting from your dude in your last house or your last apartment or whatever y'all got going on. Call your dude up and say you need something fixed on your car, or the pipe broke up in the house to come over. Yo, don't come calling us downstairs like, babe, I need your help with this. The sink clogged up again. I need you to, you know what I'm saying, fix this, get this drain and go into the, like, what? Like, no, we're not handyman. We can't fix your car. You get what I'm saying? We can't change no tune-up. We can't change no oil. We can't do none of that. We ain't fixing nothing that's broken in the house. We're not doing that. So if you had all them things going on with your last relationship with your guy, just know when you come into this new relationship with us studs that we are both women, and we just as well as you can't fix nothing, hey, I can't fix it either. So what are we gonna do? We better call that dude back up and tell him to come over here and fix this for us, because we ain't the one order two. You hear what I'm saying? We can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that us studs are handymans, because we're not. You have to know, some of us ladies, us studs, man, we are very, very in tune with our feminine side. Not all studs, some. So coming from a guy, you feel me, it's way different than coming talking to a girl. And I'm gonna explain. When talking to a guy, and like I was saying, you know how you just all up in a rage and you just have your moment and you just irritated or don't want to be bothered, and your dude was trying to say something to you and it's like, all right, whatever. Us studs, on the other hand, sometimes we can take your feelings into consideration, and sometimes we can go neck to neck with you. So if you just come in the house and you just walking around, I'm like, what you got an attitude for? And it's like, oh, I got an attitude. I don't know what I got an attitude for. Like, I'm just irritated, leave me alone. Some of us will be like, bro, you always got an attitude. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, every time I turn around, you got an attitude. Like, you have no reason to be having an attitude. And it's more of like bumping heads because we are two females. And it's like, when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying, we go neck to neck. So understand too, with talking to another woman, it can get a little emotional on both ends. And then you have another stud, you feel me, she's a woman as well, so her emotions be rising. So, you know, guys don't have that. So that's another thing you got to deal with, is your stud emotions on top of your emotions, and it become a lot. So always keep that in mind. That's a big step from talking to a guy than coming over and talking to a stud. And this is the last one, Flamation. To you straight women, don't ever forget that studs don't like romantic stuff. Now, I know you might not get too romantic with your ex dude, you get what I'm saying, but coming over here, we love bubble baths, we love our back rub, we love our foot rub. Some studs like roses or whatever. Me, on the other hand, I don't really care for it. But just like you like romantic stuff, and you like for your dude or whatever to plan a romantic night for you or a romantic day, hey, a studs love that too. So coming over here, man, it's not just all about you, it's about both of us. So if I'm planning something for you, guess what, I better be getting something in the next weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, a favor for a favor. We both about to get a lit. We both about to do some romantic stuff together, because that's how us ladies roll. It's really lit over here on this side, man. If you straight and if you just want to try it, just go ahead and try it. I guarantee you, you might not go back. You know what I'm saying? You might not go back. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, man. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. If you have any ideas, man, make sure you drop it in the comment section or hit me up on Instagram and let me know what y'all want to see. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, man, and we out.